Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. It's your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement on today. Well, on this beautiful, gorgeous, glorious, there's no gloom here. It is nothing but beautiful glow. Not gloom, glow. Do you see what I see? You see what I see? You see the reflection off of my skin? That sunbeam. Okay, so you already know where we're going with this, but we're gonna go a little deeper. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Going just a little bit deeper. I'm gonna emphasize on a few things, expound upon a few things for your better understanding and also for your better obtaining, so you can receive more, you understand more, and then you receive more. Who out there wants more? More of the blessing. That's what you see. You remember what I told you? You see the blessing. But who out there today knows that through that natural sunshine, the spiritual sun is shining through there, and that is your favor? Who out there wants more favor? Who out there listening today wants more favor? Who wants to receive more of the unexpected? Who wants the overflow today? Okay? Because if you do, I want you to tune in. Tune in and listen today, because your overflow is in this weekly encouragement. That's where your overflow is at. Got to tune in and listen entirely so you don't miss it. Okay? But you see what I see, right? You see the glow? The blessing is already here because you're here. You're the blessing. The fact that you're here today is the blessing. The fact that you're able to see me, to see this weekly encouragement, is the blessing. The fact that you're able to hear this weekly encouragement is the blessing. The fact that you're able to breathe, inhale and exhale. We ain't doing it like the way Whitney Houston and the ladies did it. That's waiting to exhale. We inhaling and exhaling according to what the one above has given us. That's the blessing. The fact that you're able to move. That's the blessing. But now I want to emphasize that, as I've told you, there's greater than that. That's the blessing. That's what everybody gets. But there's something else that the spiritual Father, God Himself, wants to do through you and to you, for you. You just got to be available. Are you ready? The overflow is here. It's ready. But you've got to be ready to dive in. You can't just sit there, as Pastor Keon said last week. He said, hey, sometimes you got to be a part of your own miracle. You can't just sit there and wait on God. You got to give God something to work with. As I've told you before, what did the Bible say? Faith without works is dead. It ain't just believing that it's going to happen. You got to put some work into it. But we're gonna dive into that. I'm gonna tell you, if anybody, the main question today to you, whoever's tuning and see the glory and see the favor, even as it reflects off my face, anybody and everybody that's tuning in today, that's the question I'm asking you. Are you ready for the overflow? Do you want to obtain the overflow? Anybody out there? That's the question I got. Because if you do, listen in, tune in. I got something for you. And this is a confirmation. I heard it one way, and then somebody came right back around and piggyback and confirmed it the next day within less than 24 hours. So, with that being said, let's dive in. I want to go right into it right now. So, to everybody that's tuning in today, I do appreciate every last one of you. God appreciates you first, and I appreciate you second. So, I want you to listen to me today. Anybody out there that's tuning in today, anybody feel like I'm a little bit fearful? It seems like I know what the promise is and everything's good, but it seems like every time that I am waiting for this promise to take place, I am being told or forced by life or by God himself to just go a little bit further than where I am. I feel like I've gone far enough, way farther than I thought, way farther than I expected myself to go. But I'm finding myself going even further out, and by the time I look back, it's like, oh my God, it's just scary. I don't even know if I want to go that far. Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel like the fear is starting to overwhelm over you? Anybody feel like I like it's contemplating like I want it, but then again, this might be too much for me to handle? Anybody feel like that today? If you feel like that today, you're who I'm talking to. I want you to lend me your ear. Tune in. Come on here and get this motivational booster today. Because there's an overflow. There's a reason why you're being pulled further out. Because there's an overflow waiting for you. But let's tune in. I want you to get all of it. Don't just take that and run with it. You got to hear the details. So come on, listen to me. Now, on today, if I had to give this weekly encouragement, this weekly motivational booster a title, it would be Go Deeper. There is a higher height waiting just for you. Let that resonate, and I'm going to say it again. Go deeper. There's a higher height waiting just for you. So somebody today may be tuning in and saying, Dr. Charity, what do you mean by go deeper? But you got to, Dr. Charity, I understand what you're saying, but look, there comes a place where you got to draw the line. That's a little too far. You just stop it. You're right. I'm glad you mentioned that. There is. But anytime that you're being led by him, he knows where the stopping point is at. He's Alpha and Omega. He knows where it begins and he knows where it's going to end. So you don't have nothing to fear. You have no reason to fear. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. And fear comes from the one below, not the one above. That comes. Fear and confusion comes from the one below because he don't want to see you go. He wants to see you stay or even sink further down below. He don't want to see you on the higher height to go, because that right there is where your overflow lies. Okay. So let me that was just for somebody out there asking today, Dr. Charity, why I got to go deeper? Why can't I just get the promise right where I'm at? Because, as I told you before, you ain't gonna have the capability to receive it. And today, if you don't go deeper, you're not gonna have the stability to maintain it once you receive it. I want you to, anybody wondering, Dr. Charity, what you mean by the stability? Listen in. I got something to tell you. So like I said, I got this transition going on, and it's an emotional roller coaster. It's just up and down, trying to balance. It's like a circus game, trying to balance everything. The good news is I'm able to do it. I'm doing better than what I thought. But I got to stay more. My mind has to stay more in tune and focus and meditating whenever I get the chance. So I was tired and drained, but I decided to go in. I said, my big brother was preaching this week and had a revival at my god grandmother's church. So I said I went. And boy, when I went Thursday, I took me and my oldest son because I knew my big sister was going to be looking for him. So we went to go support him. And he preached He preached about that part in the Bible, that story about when Jesus first made Simon a disciple, and about them fishing all night and didn't catch nothing. Then Jesus got on the boat and told him, well, since I'm up here, just go ahead and cast on the other side. And when he did, how they caught so much that they were breaking necks. But there was one key phrase that Jesus told them when he got on the boat: launch out into the deep. Just go a little bit further. That right there was what he emphasized on. And that's what I'm telling you today. That's what go deeper means. It means go a little bit further than where you're at. Don't stay in the comfort zone. The comfort zone is not where the overflow. You're going to go a little bit deeper. You're going a little bit deeper. You're being led to go deeper because there's an overflow. There's more than enough waiting just a little bit further. Not a lot further, a little bit further. So I'm telling you on today, go a little bit further. Don't just step in the shallow water and test the water and say, that felt good. I like this. Oh, I'm going to like this. I'm going to love this. I'm the best at this. You ain't did nothing. That's not where the overflow is. You don't see the blessing in the Bible. If anybody does the reading, the blessing is not supposed to just splash on you. That ain't what he wants. It's supposed to, not only is it supposed to get on you, it's supposed to run down. That's why I don't really call it a plain blessing. I call it the favor of God. I call it his favor. It's supposed to run down, first of all. It's supposed to be like a game of Super Mario Bros. It's supposed to run down. Then once it runs down, it's supposed to overtake you. That's what the favor of God does, because it gives you more than enough of the unexpected. Not of the expected, the unexpected. More than enough. So, I'm telling you on today, I heard that and I was like, wow. And it hit right on the head because I've been dealing with something. Like I told you, I've been in a transition in my life. And the transition has been an emotional roller coaster, up and down. It's just been up and down, where I'm not confused. Sometimes my internal being may be confused, but that's only because the enemy got my mind just overthinking. But the Spirit always calms me down and has me sit down for a while and reminds me. So I was thinking, because I said it's kind of funny how I'm being put in this position that I've never been in, which I already told you. I've never been here. I've never been in this place. It's almost like a training ground. I've never been in this place, in the work, in the school, even in the relationship. And the relationship is the one that's the most jaw-dropping because, like I've already mentioned to you, I never had a blueprint for a relationship. I wanted one. I wanted the marriage and the family, but I never had a blueprint for it. Everything else in my life was planned out to a T. Had a blueprint. There's a printed blueprint for everything. Career, school, business, everything. House, everything. Everything else got a blueprint to it. The only thing that I ain't never had a blueprint to, the relationship. So that is the most scariest roller coaster ride that I'm on. Because this is the first time in my life that I'm learning as I'm going. With the one that has my heart, shout out to my significant other. I know he's tuning in, listening in. Thank you. And this, y'all, I am just, if you want to understand also, I'm going to say this as a fun fact. I am very hyped because this right here is a week for me and him. It's one of our first milestones. Not the very first, because we didn't celebrate the very first. I don't believe in celebrating the very first. I believe in making sure that what was said between us actually got some volume to it. Actually got something going on. And I can say this week, Going into this week, it does. I have to agree with my godmother. What I told you last week, she right. I can, yeah. I don't believe he was just telling me something. I believe he's serious, just like I am. So, uh, shout out to my other half. We're gonna be celebrating. Have to do it virtually right now because he's recovering. But all is well. It is well with my soul because I'm glad. I'm glad that he's still here. That's God. That's nobody but God. But God. Otherwise, he wouldn't still be here. Otherwise, he also wouldn't still be in my life. I'm just using that as a testimonial to show you what happens when you go into the deep. So, uh, much love to you. Okay, you know very well who you are. Can't wait for the official date where I will be able to give all to you. And that is very soon. I feel it. Shout out to my other half, Mr. LEG. But anytime, and like in my case, that right there has a significance. That going into the deep has a significance. I've never been there. Like I told you, this is stuff that I've never seen, specifically in the relationship. I've never seen this. But that's because I've never been with a real serious man. I've never been with a mature man. I've never been with a man that is on the same level as me, if not higher than me. So I ain't never seen this. So I'm not gonna lie. As I've told you, I've been scared. I thought once I got to the water and just got in it, I was good. Because I'm used to being the one that had to drag the man. I ain't used to man leading me. That's not the way the story always. That's not the way the story went in my life. This is a first for me. So there's a lot of change, and I'm sitting here that makes this a little bit creepy. It makes it a little bit scary to me. But the Spirit dealt with me specifically when I heard my brother preaching, and the Spirit told me, said, "But see, this is again. Go back what you said. This is what you asked for. You ain't going. I'm not taking you deeper because to ruin what you got. No. I'm taking you deeper to make it stronger. Hey, you came in here. You came in and he came in. Both of y'all came in singing on one accord. The same tune. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't getting no younger, so we might as well do it. Been feeling you all the while, girl, I must confess. Girl, let's just get married. I just want to get married. That's the song in the background. Jagged Edge is just going in. Wedding music, wedding bells going. So everybody already had in mind what they wanted to do, what their plan was. Now, the only thing God said was, okay, well, since everybody know where they're going, let's go. Ain't no use to wasting no time. Let's go straight into it. And that's why this is not a cute dating game between y'all two. It ain't because it ain't no love there. It's not because nobody cares. It's not because nobody wants nobody. Nobody's interested. It's because, guess what? You've got to see what you're getting yourself into. You got to see the realization. The realization, hey, marriage is not a game. Marriage is not a fun amusement ride. This is not a swing. This is not something that you're going to enjoy 24/7. You have to put the effort and work into to enjoy. So the Spirit was just telling me, I'm just showing reality. Reality is, look, this man, as the godmother told you, this man got a lot on his plate. This man is going to be working. The question is not whether, don't worry about him. The question is you. This is what goes into the confirmation. Pastor Keon came back and talked about the stability, said that a tree cannot withstand the storm unless the roots are deeply embedded in the ground and wrapped around, strongly around something stable in the ground. Otherwise, when that little wind come, it's going to fall right over. And the same thing applies in life. How's a marriage going to stand? How's a family going to stand? The waves of life, if you ain't got no stability. That's why God is testing me. He's telling me to go deeper because, look, That's where my husband lies, in the deep. That's where my business lies. That's where my career lies. That's where the promotion lies. But you've got to be tested to show that you can handle it. I talked about previously the capability. Now I'm telling you about the stability. Are you stable enough? Are you stable enough? That's what the Spirit is asking me. I'm not sitting there hiding, keeping the man from you. This ain't no game. This is look, but what I am about to do ain't no use of playing with you. Look, you want it, he want it. Well, let's see how bad do you want it. That's the question for both of y'all. And the Spirit is just showing it. Well, the man is gonna be working. Can you deal with that? And you're gonna be working day, he's gonna be working nighttime. So what if the man gotta work? What if it goes from 1 week or 1 month, 8 hours to 12 hours? What you gonna do? How you gonna take care of that? Okay, let's ask a question. So what if he gets sick? No, let's not worry about whether you're gonna get sick. We'll take care of you. The question is not about you, it's about him. What happens when he gets sick? And boy, this is my first time. You know, the craziest thing is, I've been in 3 serious relationships and I ain't never seen this firsthand. That's how I know the one that I'm with right now is it. Because I ain't even never experienced what it was like to be in a relationship with a sick person. I ain't talking about sick as in, somebody with a disease or something like that. I'm talking about sick like, okay, somebody gets COVID, somebody gets the flu. Now, I've seen myself have it. I've seen family have it, kids have it. I ain't never had a relationship where I've seen the other man have it. This is my first time seeing that and seeing it constantly. This is my first time actually seeing somebody, not myself, seeing somebody, seeing the other half suffer. Show him laying out on the bed, just laying there, laying out on the bed. This is the first time that I've actually heard and known that somebody's in the hospital. Besides myself, I'm used to me being the one. I ain't used to seeing this from the man. But I'm glad that the Spirit is showing me, because God is showing me to let me know this is reality. Can you handle the reality of what you're going into? So you've got to put it out there. Put your foot in the deep. I'll give the last little bit. As I told you, me and Mines this week going to a milestone. That's why I feel like me and Mines is at. We're at a place now where we done had our time to lap around, splash around, test the water, test the temperature, see what's going on, see how it feels, and see, I don't know. You had time for that. I believe now the other half is to plan. Since we already know what me and him, what the goal, what the intention is, now we need to plan to make it happen. Put it in. Now that we done already put it in the atmosphere, now we got to put it on paper. Now we got to put it in the concrete, engrave it, and make it happen. Because we done had the time to lap around and test the water and see. That's what kids do. That's what you do in the beginning. But now we done had enough time where we done thought about that, and now we're going deeper. I see it between me and him. Me and him is a great example of what reality does when you go deeper. Deeper leads to the overflow. But today, I want everybody that's tuning in, if you want to see the overflow, you got to say yes to going deeper. Go deeper. Don't be afraid of it. There's no reason to fear. God is not going to leave you. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. He is going to be with you through it all, and you are going to succeed. But today and beginning on today, it's going to take you taking that leap of faith and going deeper. Yes, it's going to be scary. It is scary to me. But I have to remember one thing. This is what I remind myself on a daily basis, even when I don't want to embrace it. I tell myself God is guiding him and he is leading me. Because you know what? It doesn't take long before I look back and he says something to me that reminds me, hey, baby, I'm still right here. I know it don't always feel like it, baby. I really want to be here. But hey, my hand is still here. I'm still here. And it makes me do this number. Okay. So I got to hold on just a little while longer. The inside wants to fight and complain and kick against the kick and go because that's what I'm used to. But that's not what God wants me to do. God is just showing me, hey, I'm just trying to make sure. Make sure that you trust in me and giving him the opportunity. Hey, hey, it's all right. Just go with it. But as I'm leading, just trust me. Just trust me. I'm gonna make sure that you don't sink. Hey, Peter didn't sink. It was only because he had a little faith that he did not sustain by himself without the help of Jesus. But I'm telling you today, go deeper. Go deeper because that's where the overflow. You want the favor, and the favor is supposed to run down and overtake you, not splash on you, not touch you. It's supposed to run down and overtake you. And that's what you want on today. So today, I want you to go through this week and go deeper. Don't be afraid of nothing that's deeper. You can't see the overflow in shallow water. The water is going to have to come up and you're going to have to learn how to swim. You're going to have to learn how to swim to the other side. It's going to take some work and some stroking and some effort, but you can do it. Go through this week saying, I can do it. I'm going to do it because the overflow is mine. There's higher heights with my name on it, and I shall receive it. And it's mine right now. Go for it. Just like I'm going forward. I'm going to celebrate this week. I have never been in this milestone like it is with me and my other half in 7 years. So this right here is celebration. And I'm going to celebrate. I've already told him I'm going to celebrate him and thank God for him. I thank God for him every day because he's nothing but a blessing in my life. And I love him and care and I praise God for that, and I thank him for that. But I'm telling you today, the same can happen for you. Just go deeper. Don't be afraid of whether that's going to overtake or take you down. It's not. What's on the other side is the overflow, and the overflow is yours. Go for it. Go deeper so you can go higher and see all of the glory that lies in store for you, that God has in store for you right now in this season. Because it's not, look, you're not waiting on it, it's waiting on you. And it's yours. You just got to go and obtain it. And you obtain it one way. Launching out into the deep, stepping and going deeper so that you can become more stable. Because then that means not only can you obtain it, but you can maintain. That's what I plan to do. I plan to obtain the career and the business and the husband, and I plan to maintain it. I already showed mine last night, showed my other half last night. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of you. Oh no, I'm not just speaking. You can watch what happens when this happens. When you put this on there, you'll see what happens when you take me home, and I'm gonna be all yours. And the same thing is to you today. Not only for you to obtain, but to sustain and maintain, because it's yours right now. Right now, just go deeper, because higher is waiting on you on today. Well, that's all that I have for you on today, but tune in next week for another weekly encouragement. Please log in and subscribe to Lady Superwoman. That's at Lady Superwoman 9999 on YouTube. That's 4 9s for all of your weekly encouragements and motivational boosters. And remember to go through this week and go even deeper. Don't be afraid of it. Go deeper, because there is much higher and much greater. The overflow awaits on you. I love you. See you next week. Bye-bye.